In today's tutorial, we'll be delving into Python functions. Functions in Python are organized block of reusable code that makes your program more organized and modular. We have two types of function in Python. We have the predefined or inbuilt and the user-defined function. User-defined functions are the functions we create by ourselves, which are used to reduce the complexity of large programs. While the built-in functions are already defined in Python, all you need to do is remember the name and parameter of a particular function, since these functions are already predefined. Examples are len and max. Let's quickly give the syntax of the user-defined function. To create the user-defined function in Python, you need the def keyword, which is def. Then you need the function name. Let's call this function underscore name. Then you need the parameters. I'll still break down this further. You have parameters. Then you put column here. Then you come down. We have what is called, this is called the doc string. You say this is the doc string. Is used to add notes to your function. Then you close it. Then you come under and put your statement. This is a placeholder. Statement. Then you come under and add the return keyword, then your result. I broke this down under here. Let me quickly make an explanation. The def keyword is what you use in creating the function. Then you give the function a name. It's the name of the function. It must not be similar to any inbuilt function. This function name, function underscore name. Then you add parameters, our values that are passed to the functions. You see how we use this subsequently. Then this doc string is used to add notes about the function. It is not a must that you use the doc string, but it's good practice to use it in your function. Then you have the next, which is the statement. This is just a placeholder, which is some line of code doing actual work like calculation or manipulation. That's what this statement does. Then you have the return. This specifies something of value that wants to return everything you call in your function. You also see this subsequently. Then you have your result. This would be a variable holding the output from the function logic. Under the user-defined function, we have two types. We have what is called the parameterized and the non-parameterized function. I'll be using a simple chef recipe to break down this. Now, let's say imagine you are a chef in a busy kitchen, and every time a customer orders fried rice, you chop vegetables from scratch, cook the rice from scratch, and fry all over again. Exhausting, right? Wouldn't it be smarter to create fried rice recipe, something you can reuse over and over again? That's exactly what functions do in Python. So let's say we want to create our first Python function that adds two numbers. So let's say def, let's call this our recipe add underscore numbers. Then let's say we do a comma b. So let's come under here and say hash. This is for parameterized function. Remember, we are dealing with the user-defined function. These are functions we can create by ourselves, not the one Python is creating for us. So come here and say column. Then you come under and do, let's add our doc string. Let's say add two numbers. Then let's come down and close the doc string. Then let's come and do the return. Let's say return a plus b. So now we have a function that adds a and b. So anytime you want to add two numbers, you don't need to recreate this function all over again. All you just need to do is call the function. So we just do add underscore numbers. Then you just say add your two numbers. Let's say 6, comma 8. Shift and enter. You get 14. Say you want to, there's another way you could do this. You could also say add underscore numbers. You say a equals to 30, comma, then b equals to 56. Then you say shift and enter. You get your 86. So anytime you need to add numbers, you don't need to come and start creating the function again or start doing another calculation. All you just need to do is to just call the function name, then add up the numbers. Now, the next one is the non-parameterized function. Non-parameterized function. This is also a user-defined function that is defined by us. Let's say you want to say hello to somebody. So let's say def, which is the keyword. Let's call the function hi underscore Python. So here is non-parameterized. We don't add any parameter. So all you do is just tell the function what you want. So print, we want it to print welcome. Want it to print welcome. So let's come under and call the function. So all you just need here to do here is hi underscore Python, shift and enter. You see, you get welcome. So this is how the user-defined functions work in Python. And if you need to print the doc string, that's this you have under, all you just simply need to do is bring in your print, open a parenthesis, call the name of the function, add underscore numbers. You introduce what is called the dunder method, which is known as double underscore. We'll go further on that when I start talking about the inbuilt function. How do you do this? You just do the dot here, double underscore. So this is called the dunder method. Say doc, then another double underscore, then you shift and enter. As you can see, this prints add two numbers that we have here. Now let's look at the parameterized function without the return statement. Now let's say parameterized function without the return statement. So let's call this def. Let's call this function activities. Then let's give it parameters. Let's call this name underscore 1, which is a string, and name underscore 2, which is another string. Now let's come here and do, let's say print. Let's say name underscore 1 and name underscore 2 are playing football. So if we want to call this, all we need to do is say, call the name of the function, which is activities. Then come here, let's add two names. Let's say Jason, comma. Let's call the second person Jasa. Then let's shift and enter. See, we get Jason and Jasa are playing football. Now let's look at Python built-in functions. As we know from the beginning, I already said Python have the built-in functions which are already in there for you. All you just need to do is call them. So let's say we have message. This is a string, is equal to do not give up. And you want to know the length of the strings. All you just need to do is print. The name of the function is len, L-E-N. Then your variable name, which is message. Then shift and enter. You see, this is 14, which is the length of the string. The next thing we'll do is use the min, max, and sorted method. Let's create another variable. This time is going to hold a list. Let's call it odd underscore number. Let's add items to this list. Let's call 5, 7, 89, 3, 9, and let's say 98. Then let's close this list. You can simply do, I'll do all of them at the stretch. Let's say print. The first function is min. We want to get the minimum number. Then we'll call the name of the function, the name of the list, sorry, odd underscore number. This will give us the minimum element in that list. The second one is the maximum. We'll say print max, the name of the list, odd underscore number. Then the last one is the sorted, which is a bit different. So what you do with this is say sorted with this function. Then you add the name of the list, which is odd underscore number. Then you shift and enter. As you can see, the minimum element in this list is 3. The maximum is 98. And when the list is sorted, it goes from in ascending order. So these are some of the pre-built function. I'll be stopping the tutorial here. In the next tutorial, I'll be talking about Python modules and library and some other advanced function, inbuilt functions like the lambda, map and filter function, and enumerate function. Thanks for watching.